top 5 saddest moments growing up have to include watching that pet you grew up with die. You know, for a lot of people, you get a pet when you are little, and they're literally there for the entire time that you grow up. I cannot remember a single time in my childhood where we didn't have my dog. And while you have that pet for a little while, you kind of know that it's becoming that time that they're going to pass soon. But for me, it didn't hit me about what was about to happen until the day of. You know, he couldn't really eat any food that he had. He was throwing up, so he didn't really have the strength to kind of get up anymore and do his stuff. So he was just suffering and clearly very unhappy, so we decided to put him down. And instead of going to the vet to do that, we had someone come to the house so he could be in an environment that he recognized and with us around him. We just didn't want him to feel abandoned in his last moments. So the vet gets to my house, right, and the process kind of starts, and I could just tell my buddy was just done. He just didn't want to be here anymore. You know, it was pretty clear when, like, being with him that he knew what it was. He knew that it was time to go. And, you know, he's kind of just laying there, but suddenly his paw just kind of goes limp. And so it hits me, right? I realized, like, I'm never gonna see my buddy again. I'm never gonna drive home from school and have him waiting on the driveway. I'm never gonna wake up, have him in the hallway, never gonna just be walking around my house, seeing him eating, hanging out outside. So I pick him up, right? And, like, he's in my arms. So, like, initially, I'm just like, he's here, but I know it's just not him anymore. And so I start to carry him out to his final resting place, which we kind of set up in our yard. And he was not a small dog by any means. He was over 100 pounds. So the resting place we were kind of putting him in was pretty big. So that took some time to kind of like lower him down into it, being a deep hole. But when the process was done and we had him buried, that is when it really hit me, and it was my first experience with loss. And for a lot of people, I think it's the same way. And you know, I had never lost anyone before. So that really was one of the saddest moments I can remember from my childhood.